and welcome back to Trim the Fat. We're a podcast designed to help us on our emotional, our physical, and our... forget. Hey, and welcome back to Trim the Fat, a podcast designed to help us on our emotional, our spiritual, and our physical journey. I'm Rhonda Garner, and I have my friend, my co-host with me, Tina B. We're here. We got a lot of things to talk about. If you listened last time, we talked about triggers. We talked about perfectionism. Today, we got some more stuff to talk about, trying to dig deep and actually heal some things that we didn't know we needed healing. So we'll just get into it, Tina. We're here.
Yeah.
We're here again.
Let's go. I'm ready.
We're here again. But first, before we start talking about stuff, it's May. It's Mother's Day is on Sunday. Well, Mother's Day. I don't know when this will air, but Mother's Day this month. It's May, almost mid 2024.
Yes.
So it's going to be June.
Yeah.
And we did a vision board.
Yes, we did.
For the beginning of the year for 2024. And we had all these things. And life be lifing.
It does.
And everything be coming up. And we put ourselves last sometimes. True. Have you done some of the stuff or even started on some of the stuff that you wanted to see happen for 2024?
I did. One thing that was on my board was patience. Pushing my body to another level physically in the gym.
Ooh, okay.
My prayer life, reading my words. Those were on there. I've definitely stuck with that. Just trying to be consistent and disciplined. Now I have fallen off a little bit, here and there, but it's like, okay, let's get back.
Oh, well, that's fine. We're gonna fall off all the time because some of mine was being more consistent in the gym.
Yes, I think we all had consistency.
Yeah, consistent. That's a big one because it's so hard. People to use that term and say, okay, I'm consistent. It's hard to be consistent.
Right.
It's hard even when you don't have children. It's still hard to be consistent just because, again, we're going to talk about accountability. It's really... You can't really, if nobody's really there with you, it's nobody else to hold you accountable but yourself.
Exactly.
So like for me, and then you have excuses, but like, I don't have to do that. But one of my guests was on here, Jana, who actually loves watching you. She said, if there's no reason not to, then why not? And I can't stop that. I can't let that go.
Wow.
And it changed me on a whole bunch.
Big.
It was big. So she said, if there's no reason not to, then why not do things that, that come up or that you want to do instead of putting it off?
So one thing that I've tried to do, some days I do good at it, some days I don't, but just get up before. So I learned that with Mel Robbins on YouTube, she said you have 5 seconds before on that 6th second, you're going to talk yourself out of doing whatever it is that you should and supposed to do. So when I think about just get up, do it. Just get up because... Like Jenna said, like we're the only thing holding ourselves back. You saying, oh, give me 15 more minutes, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna get up at 1:30. That was my thing today. I'm gonna get up at 1:30 so I can, do my makeup and still ended up not being able to do my makeup, which I'm completely okay with that. But just do it,
It is.
What about you?
So let me see. I had 2. So I made one with Nadia, and then I made one with us.
Right.
So with consistency, prayer, finances, credit score, those and then just educating myself on things that I haven't done before, and then this being consistent with this podcast and not letting stuff, take precedence over because it's something I really want to do. I always put something else first and let my projects go. And so this was something I said, okay, I'm not doing it, especially with it going so good and people coming and wanting to be on. That, some trips, so of course travel. Self-care. One of the things I haven't done, and I'm so mad about it, and Miss Sharonda's mom was talking, when we did it, she was like, you make sure you do that. And I have it in my planner. I have it on the vision board. I said I was going to do 1 to 2 things of self-care for me only every month. And it's May. I did it once.
Wow.
So I wanted to start going to...
But you're busy.
I know. But that was one thing I said, why am I not including that in my schedule? True. I mean, eating and stuff and going out and exercise, that's fine. That's for me. But one thing that I like to do and I miss, but it costs money, but I can put money aside. I like getting a massage. I like getting a facial.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that yet this year. I did the massage once and I did my pedicure. But I want to do a massage every month.
Yeah. And you deserve it.
Yeah.
You made me just think of, one of mine was skating. I love roller
Oh,
skating.
yes. Yeah, me too. So we went for my
And
birthday,
there's
but you couldn't go.
classes. You're right. Oh, I hate I could missed it.
So we should go in June.
Yeah, we need to take one of the classes. Like, I want to do the fancy
Me
dancing
too.
in the middle of the ring. So there's this girl, she has classes here, and she does the skating downtown. On Thursday.
Outside.
The outside skating on Thursdays. But going back to what you said, when we don't do the things that we really want to do, I'm reading Sarah Jakes Roberts' new book, Power Moves. She said the area that we don't actually move in, that's where we're lacking power. There's something blocking us from actually, because she said power flows. So if it's a constant flow, what's stopping it? It's a blockage somewhere that we're allowing the power not to flow in it. It's going to be another good book.
Ooh. The book. Yeah, I ordered the book. But yeah, so it is something probably blocking. I don't know me. Okay, yeah, read the book. Let me know, because I don't know.
No, we're going to read the book and we're going to discuss it on one of our episodes.
Okay, that's good. I want to do that because I love Sarah J. Roberts anyway. Woman Evolve was so good to me. Did you read that one?
I
read
haven't.
that in 3 days.
I got 7 more chapters left. I got 7 chapters
No,
left.
the year before last. And
I bought the journal. You know, there's a guy journal.
I didn't get the journal.
Yeah.
I just read it. I was reading it a lot. And I said, okay, let me just sit down and finish it, because it was just, I kept thinking about it. But anyway, so I don't know if it's something, what it is. I can't pinpoint anything, but I can list a lot of things. But yeah, I just can't. I got to get right. So the next time we talk, I want to say I've done that thing for me. And it's in this book, though. I got it on there. Make sure you do. I intentionally put it in there every month.
So why not go ahead and book tomorrow morning, go ahead and book your massage for the month of June.
Yeah.
That way it's already on the calendar. Your June isn't, there's a lot of stuff on your
You saw you saw it. But that's me and Nadia.
Okay.
And stuff we got put in there too. Okay, because I'm going on the trip too. So that's one of the things off my vision board. Another thing off the vision board was I put mommy daughter being more intentional, making plans for us to go, because we used to do date nights.
Okay.
So that's one of the things I want to start back. Make sure I'm intentional about planning and doing our date night.
Yeah.
She loves to dress up and stuff.
Yeah.
And then send pictures to her friends. And she know how to do edits and all that kind of stuff. So and then the one with her was with the church.
Okay.
And we didn't even know at that time we'll be loving, where we're going now. And being more in the Bible, traveling. We want to do a road trip. She actually got accepted to New York Film Academy for a summer camp. So we're going to go in July for a week. I'm going to work there, and she's going to be in camp some. But it's exciting to do a Broadway.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So getting there, but I know I want to be more consistent. I'm still playing with that.
I think we confuse consistency with 6 full glasses of water. Every day we pour full water. No. Consistency is this glass is full Monday, it's halfway full Tuesday. It might be a little bit full Wednesday, get back full Thursday, halfway full Friday.
Yeah.
That's consistency.
Okay.
That means you've shown up for yourself and gave it 110%. Your 110% is not going to be a full glass every day. I think that's the misconception we have as women to push it to the max. Oh, we got to do this. We got to. No, that takes us back to last month's episode. To perfectionism. I'm content with my consistency being not full every day, but at least I'm showing up and giving it the best I can.
That's good. I hope somebody hear that, because that's good. Because I suffer from just thinking like, okay, didn't do and then it's a cycle. It's another cycle.
Yes.
And that's perfectionism.
Yes.
So anyway, you just said about the misperception of, but we're talking about, we want to talk about insecurities, because we started talking about it before it started airing, and this is one, it's so big. It's so big.
Because like I told you prior to us starting, we confuse insecurity with distrust. They're 2 different things. Insecurity is from within. Distrust is when somebody violates your trust and it causes you to be skeptical or paranoid about the flow.
That's so good. Okay. Because you can have PTSD in many ways from stuff that people have done to you. And it's still, you still have some kind of role in what has happened.
True,
Either you've
true.
allowed it or you let it happen again. You didn't speak up and stand up for yourself.
There you go.
Right. I mean, it's there. And you
Put
say, okay,
boundaries in place.
yes, yeah. So people will use that word wrong. Men or other people will use that word wrong on us and say, you so insecure.
Yes, yes. So I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
So a man will cheat on you.
Okay.
And once you, or a man or a woman, I'm not going to be biased.
Man or woman.
A man and or a woman will cheat on you. Then expect for you to heal overnight. So when they go missing and you're calling, they're not answering, gaslighting you. Oh, you so insecure. If you know you violated my trust, it's up to you to show up
and
for
put
me.
in some effort to build that trust.
Reassure me, yes.
Reassure.
There you go.
Why so hard?
I don't know. Because they're not accountable. No one wants to be accountable for their actions. If you violate someone's trust, you need to be 110% accountable for your actions.
And honest with you and yourself and me.
Exactly. If I'm having a moment where I don't trust you, not an insecurity moment. Insecurity is when you're insecure within yourself. You compare yourself to other men and or women. You don't feel adequate in a situation, or you think of yourself mightier than what you actually are. Like the book that we're reading, The Inner Work, it talks about pride and insecurity. I'm still, diving into that or whatever. But yeah, we definitely abuse distrust and insecurity.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
No, I need to, because it's hard. Because I didn't, before you said that about distrust, because somebody will make you, the things you hear over and over, you will start believing.
True.
So the difference with the distrust, and we can look up the definition for those who listen, because we are not experts in the area.
Exactly.
We just know by experience and sharing those experiences. But based on the distrust and then the other person's comfort level with you, getting back in the rhythm. You're really not mentally, emotionally in the rhythm. No. You're physically in the rhythm trying to give another chance.
Right. But it's not that person's responsibility to heal you.
That's true.
If you decide to stay, you need to work on yourself and getting through that. Actually, that healing is going to be a two-part, because they have to reassure you and be willing to put in the work to bring it back full circle. But ultimately, the job to heal is yours.
It is. And the choice is yours.
True, because you chose to stay. Yeah. But why do we stay?
Because nobody's perfect. And everybody's going to have something.
True.
Anybody you meet, it don't matter if, say for instance, you do leave that person. Some people stay and then they say, okay, in their mind, I'm going to give this 3 shots and you're out. This is an example.
I was just about to say, how many chances do
3.
they get?
Some people say that, or some people say 1, done. You know what I mean?
True.
So, but then it depends on the history, your part. How did you get here? Because it's not just one person based on history. Let's go back. In past relationships that I have, when a person does something that you feel like you've been violated from, they have probably not even communicated to you what hurt you've done to them. You probably hadn't even known, and it can push people away.
It's so funny that you say that, because in my marriage, I didn't deal with my baggage. So I felt that he violated me a lot. I felt like he, there was distrust, there was insecurity within myself. The trust was broken along the line. I was insecure within myself. But I'm projecting these things onto him, making him feel away. But I don't yet know what it is, because I haven't did the work. I haven't went through therapy at the time, So sometimes we project our hurt, our rejection, our judgment onto other people. And we don't even know what we're doing. That's why it's so important for people who are getting into relationships. If you're broken, leave that person alone. Please. Let them be free.
Or share your hurt. Share what it is. Because sometimes people go, we might disagree or agree. Some people have been through stuff and they've been praying, they've been trying, and they don't, and you're not there to fix them. But your presence may make them feel more ready to open up and deal with it, because you may be worth it.
True. A person's presence can be very healing. But how long do you stay
Right.
if
With
there's
that
no
broken-
progress?
Right.
I'm not going to allow you to. So that's just like you're outgrowing somebody. But you know, like no, there's going to be other issues created on top of the issues already because we haven't dealt with the root of the foundation. If you don't take the root out, the weeds gonna grow back in the midst of the grass or in the midst of it all. You know, you have to nip this stuff in the bud at the root.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying everybody perfect. I ain't saying no
Well,
relationship
nobody's
is
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah.
Right. But what I am saying is allow that person space to fix themselves, work on themselves. A lot of people say they want to do the work, but when you start doing the work and looking at yourself in the mirror, when I was reading that book that we're reading and I read the rejection chapter, that was a very ouch moment for me because I know I made my ex-husband feel rejected. He verbally told me. But in the moment, I didn't know that I was making him feel rejected because I didn't know what this was myself.
Right. Dang.
A lot of people don't know.
A lot of people don't know. But I love that book. But go back. What's distrust? Because we didn't even say it. What's distrust versus what's insecurity? What the definition say?
Okay. So.
Because
the origins of insecurity and how it develops. It's also worth noting that this is not the same thing as a lack of trust, but a defensive mechanism to keep you safe from experiencing the same type of pain you felt in the past. That's not exactly what I wanted, but...
No, but that makes sense, though. I mean, just actually breaking it down, because we can break it down on so many levels. And then people break it down based on their experiences and what they believe based in the end. But I'm never going to forget because there's a difference. The paranoia is there, and sometimes you can't control it. And it don't have to be just in a romantic relationship, because people feel paranoid from relationship with their child or their parents or their work. You know what I'm saying?
Rhonda.
No, it's just real. It's serious. It could be because of that. You burned my trust now.
Exactly.
I'm scared. I know what the outcome was numerous times when you did it before. What's the difference now? I'm not insecure. I just know the pattern, or I know what has happened and how bad it hurt. I don't want to feel that
pain no more.
But
so
I can't
fight or
control.
flight.
Right.
Either I'm gonna fight or I'm gonna flight, which means I'm gonna run. So it's crazy that you just said that. It said you tend to doubt every little thing your partner says. You struggle with feeling sexually or emotionally with your guard up. During conflicts, you panic that your partner will leave you, reject you, or judge you. Now think about that. We're in conflict. We're just having a normal argument. And I'm thinking that I have to either walk on eggshells of what I say, or I have to cater to your ego possibly at the moment so you won't leave me. But if I'm secure in who I am, if I'm secure in my relationship, why is my thought process that you're going to leave me?
And even if you are going to leave me, why am I panicking about it?
But that's insecurity. So that's the difference between distrust and insecurity. Distrust is the paranoia that we just got through talking about. But what's going on within you that makes you insecure and feel like, oh, they're going to leave me if I say this? You haven't dealt with, maybe somebody left you in the past and it hurt.
Yeah. Or
but like you
you
just said, we don't want to feel the pain from that man or woman again.
Yes.
So whatever you can do to stay.
Which is self-sabotage sometimes too. So and that book talks about that too. So like when I was reading that part, it was talking about how it listed out like a buku of stuff. It said self-sabotage, running.
Yes.
And I was like, this is me. Like with certain
things.
They
could have put my picture right there.
I mean, it's crazy. It's like, okay, I will choose to, find a reason to say, okay, that's it. It's not worth, the struggle or the time because, first of all, I didn't think it was self-sabotage because I value my time. I don't want nobody wasting my time.
True.
Nothing, nobody.
Because we can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
And that's the honest,
But the book, back to the book. So the book, what's the name? Inner
works of relationships, healing the inner child. So it's a 2-part book. I didn't know that.
Okay.
We read 2 first. So I'm possibly going to go back and read 1. Some people say you don't have to go back, but I think I'm going to go back and read 1 because 2 is so good. Okay. 2 works on you as an individual. 1 works on you as an individual. 2 works on you in a relationship, which I don't see how you can go wrong because the book was so helpful to me. But the part that I'm on now is accountability.
Okay.
So we oftentimes don't want to be vulnerable with our partner, our friend, our parent. The vulnerability is you taking, or even if we hurt somebody. I hurt you. I'm seriously debating going back and apologizing to my ex-husband because of the things that I noticed. But the apology isn't for him. The apology is for me. You know? So it's like I'm holding myself accountable to what I did because I remember what those moments left me feeling like in life. I wouldn't dare want him to feel like that.
That's true. Oh, that's so good. But some people don't even take that to heart and move with that like that way.
It's okay.
And I feel the same way. I don't ever want to be responsible. My actions or lack of actions or lack of being, trying to reassure, whatever, be the reason that you hurt.
Or I broke somebody.
Right. I don't want my presence because I want it to be good. I want my presence to be good. Even though it's not going to be perfect all the time, but I want it to be a positive memory, a positive impact. Like, okay, I was an integral part of your growth and your development. So I'm like that at work. I'm like that in relationships. I'm like that in friendships. I think that also because one of my friends told me, and I think on here, they was like, don't get it confused, people pleasing with things, because sometimes it's your personality. That don't mean you're a people pleaser.
Yeah.
You do, because I don't want, like I just said, I don't want to be the reason. But at the same time, I still need to be firm on some things and know my boundaries.
Right. And see the difference with people pleasing and actually who you are. It's naturally who you are until it violates who you are authentically.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I can be it's so crazy because Sarah Jakes Roberts just talked about this in her book. When she first got married, she wanted to be the caregiver and the this and so she didn't want to delegate to her children things around the house to help her out. So when she got burnt out, it was like, this is going against who I am authentically. So there's a fine line between me being a people pleaser and me actually needing to stand firm in who I actually am.
All around. With everything.
You can still be who you are, like not pleasing people. You can be who you are. Give me an example of what you say, people pleasing, and who you are.
Okay, so, because I said this to one of my best friends. We grew up together. I've been knowing her for like 30 plus years. And I said, man, I wonder if that's me being a people pleaser. She said, I've never thought of you that way.
Wow.
And I said, really? I said, a few people have said that the reason why I find myself in predicaments of feeling obligated or I'm burnt out or wore out and tired is because I've obligated or I said, I'm going to go and I'm going to show up.
Overextending yourself.
Yeah. And I do it because I know that my heart is there, that I want to do it, and they need me. And they mean something to me. So I'm going to overextend myself for people that mean something to me because that's what you do. Everything is not going to be all just smooth.
True,
all
and
the
we're
time.
going to get tired.
And you're going to get tired. But when you do because I'm able to, it's okay because I'm helping you. I'm going to need you one day. Not saying that I'm doing this to put it in the bank, but I know.
But sometimes that's why we do it.
But that's not why. It's like, okay, I remember when you were there for me. It's not like I'm looking for something now. But I remember you were there for me. So I don't have any, I'm just tired. So I'm going to do it because I know you would do it for me.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
But
so
if you're overextending yourself, is that authentically being you?
I do. I mean, I've done it all my life.
Wow. Okay.
I'm trying the last few years I've tried to do better and say no. Because one of my other girlfriends, we had an event and she was, I had her be a guest speaker at church. And she said, one of her line was, no is a complete sentence. That was her thing. And she started going into things that she learned at the age of 50.
Yes.
And she was like, I learned this at 50.
Wow.
That I don't need to explain anything else after. I don't need to go get sick and do. No I don't have to tell you anything. My no is a no.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, we talked afterwards. I was like, she said, it took me this long. She said, I don't want it to take you that long.
Wow. And we feel obligated to give a dissertation on why we say no. But like she said, that's a complete sentence. But that comes from the fear of, oh, if I say no, they'll stop being my friend.
Or I'll hurt their feelings.
Exactly. And it's time out to stop living a fear-based life. Like, if I say no and you're truly my friend, you're going to understand. I'm literally tired. If I know you,
or even if I'm tired, I just need a moment for me.
That's
and
it.
This what you asked me to do is conflicting with
Yes.
me having this finally, because so I've been better about it, but I'm not gonna lie and say that got rid of. I still overextend.
Yeah, we're a work in progress. On my vision board is trust the process. That's been my thing for 2024, trusting the process. Like God literally has me on a journey right now, and I have to trust the process.
Trust it.
He doesn't give me.
I see your journey. I see it.
Girl, so other people can see it, but I'm still, it's like he gives me what I need for that day, maybe that week. He's not going to give me what I need for next month. He's giving me what I need as I go.
Because he knows you, your authentic self.
True.
Right. And you're so, the way we were talking about that in our own little get together, how your reactions and how you make decisions. So God knows how you are.
Right.
And so that's why it's working out that way. Like, okay, let me get what I grab from this tree, what I need right now, because it ain't ready. The other fruit ain't ready for me yet.
And to make sure that you're ready for what he has for you.
Ooh,
It's not time. And with the Bible says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. So during your trusting process, you have to have faith as well. So he's testing you in your faith, and he's testing you to see if, let me see if old girl ready for this. I'm gonna throw this curveball in the game and see if she ready for this.
And then look, she ain't. I'm like, okay, here we go again.
Right.
Let me make you know. That's so true, Tina.
Because we holding ourselves back at the end of the day.
That's so true. That's so true. So here's the other thing: dealing with all the things that we're talking about, because it's a purpose. It's a reason why we talk about this. It's because it's going to help somebody else listening, but it's also helping each other.
Right.
But it's helping us be a better mom,
yes,
a better person, a better friend, better. If we get married again, we'll be a better wife.
Yes,
you know what I mean. So I see where it's supposed to go, and but it's so hard. These conversations, it might be easy for us to talk about.
Right.
Some people won't even bring it up.
No, because again, that's a sore spot that you're touching, and you sticking your finger in it. Ouch, I don't want to deal with that. It hurts. Stop. No, how else is it going to heal? And I know it's kind of, for me, it was like taking a gunshot wound, just digging. But am I going to leave the bullet in there? Or am I going to do surgery to get the bullet out? Not only get the bullet out, you have to get the fragments out. I was listening to a poem, and it says, basically her heart had been shattered into 1,000 pieces. So she was allowing God to put her heart back together, but she left behind the pieces that made her bleed. So I'm going to leave what I don't need down, and I'm going to allow God to create in me a clean heart.
Clean heart. That's good.
That's
change
good.
Me, oh God. That's gonna be the real change. Tell him, man. Stop. Wait a minute. Of course. Stop. So wait. Of course. Look, we run out of time. So more. It's Mother's Day. Are you doing anything different this month that look different than the month before? Are you doing anything for you? Well, I know we're reading. That's for reading can change lives. But
Yes,
but are you doing anything else?
I'm not. I'm literally taking life one day at a time. I don't know what to expect. 9 times out of 10, my family and I will get together and cook for our moms, or just, I'm a big family-oriented person. So we might just get together, or me and my kids might just, they want to see Planet of the Apes.
I want to see that too.
So we might go see Planet of the Apes Sunday or something like that. But it'll definitely be centered around them. What about you?
Eat. Church.
We love to eat.
Church, eat. And I want to see Planet of the Apes too, because I wish I could go somewhere. Like last year I was in Atlanta for Mother's Day, me and Nadia. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay still, because trying to, do some things.
Yeah, definitely.
But, the soap thing. You got your website?
Yes,
Okay,
so the website, we put the website on the last episode, but my skincare company website is, what is it? www.tbskincareco.com. I sell handmade soaps, handmade body butters, handmade oils, not handmade oils, handcrafted oils, I'll say that, and handmade sugar scrubs. www.tbskincareco.com. Everything is made with raw organic shea, and it's actually real soap. The stuff y'all buy at the store, it's not real soap.
Yeah. So, I got my order. I got to get my order from you.
Yes.
That's okay. Real quick, are you taking any other clients?
Oh, yes. If you're interested in personal training, I train at Ambition Fitness on Covington Way. You can text 901-612-4548 if you're seriously trying to change your lifestyle. Not trying to get ready for a trip, but if you're trying to change your lifestyle into a healthier lifestyle.
Because, we'll get on it for a trip and get into that,
and then go
that,
right
that
back.
swimsuit.
It needs to be a lifestyle
change.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't wait. We got enough. Well, we can keep talking about the same. We could talk about all the other stuff. Just keep going on and on. But next time.
Next time we talking about gaslighting that little girl.
Scared.
I'm ready.
Gaslight because I'm a firecracker and a fireball.
Okay, so you're the fighter. I'm the runner. It's fight or flight.
It depends on the situation. I will
you
run
while
I'm on fire. Okay, I'm gone. Thanks for listening today. We hope that you found this entertaining and helpful. Visit us at Trim the Fat by Dr. Rhonda G on Facebook, Trim_the_fat on Instagram. Thanks for watching.
Peace.